Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here for the very first time. If you're new here, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That really encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing and to keep, creating good content. I feel spent and I feel like I need to take care of myself. So today what I did when I woke up was I made the very conscious decision that the intention for today is going to be to take things slow, to try to tend to at least one of my real needs, so that as the stressors come up and as things happen, I can still show up with integrity and I can still not feel completely spent at the end of the day. So I did. And I've been thinking a lot about what my needs are. You know what I mean? What the things are that I need to have in my life to ensure that I don't get stressed in this way, that I don't get overwhelmed in this way, and that I don't eventually reach burnout. Because I've been burnt out before and I genuinely will do whatever I can to avoid it in the future. Burnout is not fun. But it feels like if things continue being this way for me, then burnout is on the horizon and I'm not excited. But I've been thinking a lot about what are the things that I need as an individual, that if I have these things, I know that I'm well taken care of and that I can then show up to the world and to my life however it needs me to show up for it. For me, I think I mentioned this in a video before. Don't remember which one, but I'm a Christian and my faith is very important to me. And this is the number one thing that I do, that if it exists in my day and in my week, then I'm good. And that is time to read the Bible in silence and really, be able to think about what I'm reading and meditate on what I'm reading. That is the first thing. That's the most important thing. In the morning, I made sure I read my Bible. I felt very, very replenished and very, just like a water that's been planted. I felt so great, and already that set my day up for, a beautiful, beautiful start. I was very conscious in the way that I made coffee too, which was great. And then I journaled, which also was amazing. It was very needed. There was so much that was on my mind that I needed to get off my chest. And I don't know, I feel like asking myself just, how are you feeling today, is such a gift. It's a really, and you can't equate it to any monetary value. Just the ability to pause and ask yourself, how am I feeling today? And just to have that be the simple journaling prompt for the day. I feel like so often we overcomplicate journaling, and on Instagram and everywhere, I get so many people saying how can I make journaling more a part of my day or more a part of my life, or how can I make it into a habit? And I feel like the reason why people are so intimidated by the concept of journaling is because we don't know where to begin, and we know that we're very complex beings and we're complex people. So where do we begin? What is the first word that we put on the page? And it's as simple as asking yourself, how am I feeling today? And answering that question, how are you feeling today? So often we wait for other people to ask us how we're feeling today. And we know that that means so much when people ask, how are you feeling today? We feel so seen, and we feel like someone actually wants to give the time of day to our emotions and to our hearts and the way that we are feeling. But we don't always have to wait for people to ask us how we're feeling. Sometimes we can just ask ourselves, and that's what I did today. I asked myself how I'm feeling, and I answered it, and I felt so much lighter afterwards. I love yoga, and because I've been feeling so stressed, yoga has just been something that, I don't know, when life feels like it's super fast paced and you don't know what to do or where to begin, yoga sometimes is the first thing to go, or one of the first things to go for me, because it is so slow, and so it requires mindfulness, it requires slowness and intention. And when I'm stressed and I'm like full of anxiety, I don't wanna, and I don't know how to slow down and be mindful about anything. So yoga, I can't do yoga, but today I kind of forced myself and I did a de-stressing yoga sequence, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I felt so much lighter afterwards. I think another thing that I have come to learn about myself is that I genuinely love what I do. I work in the family business, and so that's the job part of my day. But then I also have a side hustle that I've come to adore, especially this past year, of content creation and in general creativity. I've been really investing in writing, so I write blog posts and I create a podcast and I speak to people, and now I do YouTube as well, and that all requires so much creativity. It enables me, it's kind of like an excuse, not that I really needed an excuse, but it's kind of like an excuse to go within and really think about how I'm feeling and what I feel like I want to put out there in the world. So it really tickles the creative part of me. No matter what it is that you do, and no matter how hard you try, life is for sure going to throw you curveballs. And the question is, how do we show up for these curveballs in a way that is reflective of our personalities, of our characters, of the fact that we want to show up to our lives with integrity? How do we incorporate the concept of it is what it is in a way that also enmeshes and connects mindfulness as well? Recently, in these past few days, like I said, I haven't been able to tend to my creative babies in the way that I want, and in the schedule that I want. And so I've been crammed, and I feel like sometimes last minute creativity makes you more creative, kind of like the procrastination kind of theory and concept. But I haven't been wanting to feel like everything's last minute. And today I'm so glad that I got to work on my creative projects. I'm filming this vlog, and I got to record a podcast episode, and I got to work on lots and lots of things that I love to work on, and that really doesn't feel like work. It feels like replenishing my soul, and I'm so glad I got to do that too. It is now like around 6:30, I don't know. I'm not wearing my watch, so I don't know exactly what time it is, but I just took a really nice refreshing shower. Today has been still quite stressful. The stressful things have still gone on, but I'm glad I was, at least unlike yesterday and the previous days, at least I was able to take some time. Like I'm so glad I did yoga, so glad I got work done in the morning and just had some quiet, alone me time. That always helps, even if the rest of the day is stressful. I still have a lot more work I have to do, but for today I've limited my tasks to just 2 more tasks because I don't want to overwhelm myself too much, and I know that tomorrow's going to be a super long day, and I know that I need to unwind, disconnect, and leave the house for a bit. So later tonight I'm going to go out, and I'm just gonna end the day and knowing that like I did what I did what I could do. I know I did the best I could. I cooked for my sister. That wasn't on my to-do list because I completely forgot that we needed to eat, and then I remembered, and then I still was able to make a pretty decent dinner. I made salmon steak with mashed potatoes and corn on the cob, which was good. And I got work done and I got yoga done. And even though I can't possibly make up for all the previous day's work in just one day, especially knowing how crazy today was. And, I know that I did the best I could. And I'm gonna disconnect. For now, I'm just gonna drink this hot green tea. I genuinely wish you guys could smell this. But yeah, I think just the fact that my intention at the start of the day was to have this be like a slower day, more intentional day, made even the stressful situations that I was put in more manageable. And knowing that that was my intention at the start of the day, I was able to come back to it every time the day got crazy or whatever. I would just breathe and remember that the intention for the day is for it to be slow and for it to be mindful, and eventually I'd be able to get back into it. So yeah, I know we all have those days, and that's why I hope that this video resonates with you guys and reminds you that maybe it's the setting of the intention that needs to be more intentional, if that makes any sense. I still have plenty of things that are still on my to-do list. Look, my desk still has the podcast set up on it. And even though I know I need to get so many more things done, and the rest of this week is not going to be easy, I'm very grateful for the fact that I was able to be mindful and intentional about the self-care things that I wanted to do today. Even in the middle of chaos, even though today was not perfect and it was still very, very stressful in many ways, I'm glad I was able to be intentional and kind of be stubborn about getting at least the essential things done to cater to my soul. And I feel better. Still a little stressed, but definitely better. And now I'm gonna disconnect and I'm gonna leave the house. I'm gonna go get a glass of wine or two with safe people who really do make me feel better and yeah, I'm gonna end today's vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, please like and share and subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. that would be huge. Thank you so much. And as always, please let me know in the comments what kind of content you guys would like me to do. What kind of topics would you like me to talk about? What kinds of like vlogs maybe? Just what kinds of things will help make your day lighter and better. And yeah, how can I be here for you guys through this channel? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you again real soon. I love you.